Hey, welcome to Geek Speak. So, what do you want to talk about, brother?
So I had seen a report where Paramount has decided they wanted to make space. So they have deleted and destroyed every bit of MTV footage they have.
Wow.
So, like their MTV News, which most companies would put something like that in
Yeah, they
archives.
took that. So they took that off their server.
They just got rid of it. I mean, unless somebody has put it on YouTube or something
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
it's gone. It's gone for
yeah,
good.
yeah. There's actually some people that have had old VHS recordings of MTV from the '80s,
Right?
and back when MTV actually showed music videos.
Yeah.
And they've uploaded them, 1, 2, 3 hours worth of 1980s with the commercials in and everything.
Well, good thing.
And sometimes when I'm cleaning around the house or something, I'll turn on YouTube, put it on the big screen TV, just play those videos. Not only do I have music, but then I come by and watch those videos
Yeah.
and the commercials.
Oh yeah.
The commercials are
Yeah.
great.
It
Yeah,
takes you
yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. It's
So
absolutely.
it just blew my mind when
It's
Paramount was
nostalgia.
like,
So the have you heard of Lord of the Rings: War of Rohirrim?
no.
So that is a new movie that's being released this December, and it's an anime movie. And Peter Jackson's not involved, but it happens 261 years before Lord of the Rings. And you have Wolf, who's a leader of a place called Dunland, and he's after the king of Rohirrim. Hammerhand is his name, and so I think it's Hammerhand. But anyway, so they released the first pictures of it, and it's made by Kenji Kamiyama, who did Blade Runner Black Lotus, which I
Okay.
think you watched part of that. I think you did. Did you watch any of that?
No, I don't think I
Yeah, it's
have.
pretty good. It's a pretty good anime, Blade Runner anime. And then he also did Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, and
Cool.
those are good. And so it looks like, I mean, it'd be interesting. I love Lord of the Rings, and it's going to be Miranda Otto, who played Eowyn. The one that says "I am no man" and stabbed the Witch King through the face.
Okay.
So that actress is going to be doing the narration of it. So that's cool. I kind of wish, though. I kind of wish that since Lord of Rings is, comes from Britain, that
Right.
they'd use some British animator instead of a Japanese animation company. That's just me
Do
personally.
you think maybe they're trying to reach a new audience?
Perhaps. And to be honest with you, those guys do animation so much and they're so good at it, it could probably be done cheaper in Japan
Right.
than elsewhere.
So how far does this predate the Ring of Power series?
I
Which
don't,
is
I
getting,
don't, yeah, I don't pay any attention to the
well,
Ring
I
of
know,
Power.
but I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
yeah.
wondering if it's going to run into the beginning of those.
Yeah, I think it's going to stick mainly with Tolkien's work and not pay attention. You have Lord of the Rings and you have Amazon's Lord of the Rings. They're two separate things.
Okay.
Like you got Star Wars, and you got Disney Star Wars, and they're two separate things. So, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion,
Okay. Well,
so
something to run right into pretty much what you said. The same people that had done Ghost in the Shell is also coming out with a new Terminator anime.
oh
Have you
yeah,
seen that?
no,
So it looks pretty badass as
oh yeah,
well. So I'm wondering if this is going to be, it's, you know, I feel like we're kind of slowly getting out of the comic book movies and stuff,
absolutely.
and I'm wondering if this is going to be the new or avenue we're going to take. Is a
Well,
lot of animation, anime, etc., etc.
everything's so expensive now, and so like for Hollywood to make a movie is outrageous.
Oh yeah,
Live action and animation has always been your cheaper route, and so because you can have something fantastical on an anime or on a just animation in general, and you can draw that and animate it a whole lot cheaper than you can use CGI or try to work in some type of live action aspects of it. So, so yeah, I think that animation really didn't slow down during COVID, because a
right,
lot of that could be done here, there, and here, and then you email it to one central place and
right.
they put it together. So, So Gina Carano,
Yeah.
she has won her first round against Disney.
Dude,
so she got
thank
fired.
you, Elon.
Yeah, so she got fired 3.5 years ago, and so Disney tried to have the case dismissed. So a judge looked at the case and said, no, there's enough evidence here that this case can move forward.
Okay.
So the next step will be discovery, and that's where the lawyers from both sides, but particularly Gina's, will look at all the emails. They'll interview people that were on the cast of Mandalorian. They'll interview employees of Disney, and they'll gather up all the information for their case to turn in. And so it might be interesting what they discover during this discovery.
Oh, right. They're probably going to dig up a whole lot of.
I don't think, like I said in the previous Geek Speak, I think that Disney's going to give her a check and just say go away, and because I think Disney's in trouble. I mean, their stock has dropped.
Once you crack open that casket, the corpse is going to smell.
Yeah, but I mean, the Disney stock is like down below $90 a share now. I mean, they're in a major problem, and they don't need any more problems. And so, if she wins a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, and all indications is that she will, for wrongful termination, then they really don't need that. So I'd say they'll settle out of court. So what else you want to talk about?
Speaking of Disney and Star Wars.
Yes.
So I come across, I don't have Disney. So y'all are going to have to look this up and let me know. So in the Acolyte, where the character's lightsabers, she wheels it red. And
Yes.
that's not how it really goes in the mythology of it all. You really have to concentrate to bleed a kyber crystal.
Yeah.
So in the scene where Anakin goes to take out the younglings, his lightsaber comes out like that. It's said that if you go watch it on Disney now, they've got it to where his lightsaber starts turning red in that scene. That they have gone in there and jacked with that. Now, I might be mistaken. Y'all are going to have to let me know. But
Right.
if they have, it's just like Disney's just like, hey.
Well, that's why it's important for physical media. Like you mentioned earlier, how Paramount was getting rid of a lot of stuff.
Right.
If a lot of the new generation, they just want to have a streaming service. And so if they want to watch this, they go to that streaming service and watch this. But if you don't have a physical copy of it, they could decide to take that down. Or they can decide to alter it.
Right.
In which case, that original that you loved is gone forever.
Like Han Solo don't shoot first no more.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's actually a guy that took his old laser disc. Remember those things look like albums?
Oh, yeah, right.
And so he did a despecialized version of Star Wars, the original trilogy, where all the things that George Lucas went in and tweaked.
Right. It's not been tweaked.
He made the Ewoks blink and did this and that. He went in and he has the original movies that you and I saw in the theater.
Cool.
And so, is the special effects stand up with today? No, but to me, it's like messing with art. It'd be like going back to the Mona Lisa and being like, you know what? She looked better with a pink stripe in her hair.
Yeah.
I think that'd be more 2024.
Yeah, let's pierce her eyebrow.
Yeah. Let's give her a nose ring. And so you just, if you want to draw something new, that's fine. But don't go back and mess with a masterpiece. And I think a lot of people, cinema is art. And so, you shouldn't go back and be tweaking that, in my opinion.
I agree, 100%. So, going back to anime, there are, no, not anime. It's movie releases. I'm jumping back and forth at the same time.
You're good.
So, I seen 2 new movie trailers.
Yeah.
Hellboy, Crooked Man. Have you seen that one?
No.
Okay. No, it's not appealing to me.
Yeah.
I don't try to be. Yeah. Okay. I'm fighting. I'm fighting an inner battle.
Ron Perlman made a good.
Ron Perlman made a good one. The guy from Stranger Things, he did okay.
I thought he did all right.
This is somebody totally different, and you could have done better.
Oh,
you
seriously?
could have done a better look.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look good. The plot doesn't seem right. You'll have to look it up. And then there is yet another Alien movie getting ready to come out, and it looks freaking awesome. And I'm not even an Alien.
Alien Romulus, I think it's called.
something
I
like
haven't
that.
seen the trailer.
the trailer looks badass.
Oh, yeah?
It really looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Sigourney Weaver's going to be in it, but
It's a prequel, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty badass.
Yeah, well, cool. Speaking of trailers, I saw Agatha All Along trailer. And so Agatha is a character that she's an old lady a witch in Marvel Comics.
Okay.
A real side character. I wouldn't even say she's a B character. I'd say she's a C or D character. But she appeared in that Scarlet Witch
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
series.
Yeah.
And so they decided to have an entire series on that character. I don't understand why Disney would, and I don't want to poo-poo on Disney. They do get things right every once in a while. But of course, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Right.
But why would you have a character that nobody cares about? I mean, you're making a show about a character nobody cares about for an audience that doesn't exist. I would rather sit on my
nobody
TV.
like that? I mean, maybe did that character not have
She
like
was
a
a side.
I like that character.
No, I mean, I would rather sit on my TV and watch my couch than watch that series.
Wow. Okay.
But they've sank tons of money into it. So I'm just really surprised at some of the decisions that they make. But anyway, what else you got, brother? Anything else?
I hadn't planned to talk about this, but I like to listen to talk show hosts and things like that on the way here. Mm-hmm. And Tom Segura and his wife, I think her name is, I want to say Stephanie, but I'm not sure. He's one of my favorite comedians. He's got a talk show, and I love listening to him while I drive. And actually, it's his wife's talk show. And apparently, Disney has its own dating app or dating thing. Magical Moments, I think it's called, or something like that.
Yeah.
And where you can get on there and answer questionnaires like, who's your favorite Sith? All kinds of crazy questions. No, I'm not going to do it. Look, you almost made me cuss. No, I understand that dating, the aspects of dating has changed through the years like everything else in life.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of geeks are introverts.
Yes.
But basing a relationship on my love for, I mean, there's people on this thing that has pictures of themselves in their Mickey Mouse ears and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's dating apps for just farmers. There's dating apps for just Christians, and there's dating apps for just.
Well, I mean, I can understand that because that's a farmer has a certain way of life.
Yeah,
I want to share that way of life with somebody else. Christian, I have a certain moral or compass, and I want somebody with that same. But the
Disney,
love for a particular IP, that doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, that's not something to base a relationship on. But I've never, dating apps come way after my dating was over and done with. But having said that, I do see the value in dating apps because, especially when you're our age, you're very set in your ways.
Right.
And so I have a lot of deal breakers. And so I might have to go out with a girl, 5 or 6 times before I would find out, oh yeah, this one isn't for me.
Right.
But with a dating app, I can save a ton of money just by saying, oh, you don't like this,
apparently
you do
you got
that.
to pay for them apps.
Well, yeah, but still at the same time, you can weed out a lot of people really quick.
That's the thing. That's another
thing. I have Teresa's brother actually met his wife through a dating app. They've been married for years and years.
Apparently, there's a big fee to be on this dating app.
Yeah.
But they promise
it's Disney. Of course, there's a big fee.
Yeah. But they promise that a portion of it will go to unprivileged children or something like that.
See, that makes it worth it.
Yeah, right.
Right. All right. So, anything else? No. Okay. All right. Well, my comic book recommendation is Fables. Have you read any of the Fables?
No, I think I've seen them on the shelves, but I don't think I've ever
well, the series is completed. It ran 160 issues. And so it's written by Bill Willingham, and he's right up there with Mark Millar. You like saying that?
Yeah,
Go ahead and say it.
Mark Millar.
Yeah, there you go. So he's one of those guys, when I see something written by Bill Willingham, I'll almost pick it up. It don't matter if it says with Disney dating app on the front of it. I'll pick it up because I'm like, that's got to be good because Bill's involved. He's a fantastic writer. Remember the old Disney series, remember Remember there was Disney series Once Upon a Time?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that except well written. And so he's taken all the fables that you have heard of and grew up as a kid, and the premise is that this villain called the Adversary is attacking all these mythical lands, and so you have all these refugees fleeing from these mystical lands and coming to New York City to a certain area, and so they have to disguise themselves, and oftentimes, but you got Snow White, you get the big bad wolf, so it's really interesting. It's so well written, and Teresa, who is not a huge comic book fan, but she likes particular things.
Mm-hmm.
She actually likes reading them, especially since there's a murder mystery in the first arc, and she's big into murder for some reason.
Murder by
So anyway,
Mark
but
Millar.
yes, if you get a chance to pick these up, they're in trade paperback form. You can pick up all the issues pretty cheaply, other than the first few online. But the Fables by Bill Willingham, fantastic read. Both men and women, I think, will like it.
Cool.
And, so you done?
I'm done.
All right, man. Stay geeky, and if you like our content, you know the drill. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.